Welcome back. In this video, I'm going over the bank reconciliation worksheet from our free business spreadsheet template, and I'm going to be addressing a lot of the common questions about a bank reconciliation. What a bank reconciliation is in accounting. Is it really necessary? Do I need to do it? What happens if I don't do a bank reconciliation? What is included in the bank reconciliation? If you're new here, my name's Amanda. You're watching the Business Finance Coach, where I simplify business and money. I'm the creator of the Master Your Accounting and Taxes program, which has unique accounting spreadsheet templates and the one-on-one support that so many small business owners are searching for. I give away the free business spreadsheet template with a training that covers all the basics you need to know as a small business owner. And this is actually the third video in that training series. So if you're new here, you can sign up to join me in this training and get the free business spreadsheet template. Use the link down in the description box below or somewhere around me, depending on where you're watching this video. So what is a bank reconciliation in accounting? So basically, when you get your bank statement at the end of each month, right? Bank accounts work on the month. They give you a summary, a bank statement. A bank reconciliation simply means that we're checking the bank statement, essentially the balance of your bank account, and making sure that it lines up with what we have in your accounting record. So you have to do this in software like QuickBooks, and you can also do this in our complete accounting spreadsheet templates as well. We also have easy ways to simply just check your balances to make sure things are right or see the amount by which you're off. And of course, we have the bank reconciliation worksheet in our free business spreadsheet template. So what is included in a bank reconciliation? In general, you're going to have the beginning balance for that month. Then you're going to have a section of bank increases, and you're going to have a total amount of increases for the month. And then you'll have a section of total bank decreases, and then your ending bank balance. And you can enter the amount on your bank statement to double check that it's correct down here at the bottom, and if you're off, the amount will show. So this is the point of a bank reconciliation. It's to make sure that your accounting system has accounted for everything that happened in your bank account. So what happens if you don't do a reconciliation? Well, you may not be accounting for everything that happened in your bank account. So it just increases the accuracy of your records. Now, if you are not a separate business, remember our business types spreadsheet from training 1 of this series. If you're not a separate business, you don't need to do a bank reconciliation because you can just deal with your business income and expenses out of your personal accounts. But once you have one of those separate businesses, so you have more than one owner, or you're an LLC or a corporation, or you've elected S-corp, then you should have separate business bank accounts where all of the business activity goes, and you should reconcile them at the end of the month. So next, I'm going to jump into our free worksheet and show you how to do the bank reconciliation. Okay, so we're going to use the entry worksheet from our complete accounting spreadsheet, which this would match the same thing as like a bank download from your bank account with all the transactions. So we're going to find the beginning balance for the year to get started and enter this right here for beginning bank balance in the column for January, 2317. Then for the month, we had 3 incomes: client A, client B, and client C. Now we might do these under one description. That's totally up to you, whatever's easier. And we're just going to enter these amounts in here, and they actually match what we did on the income statement. Now, you wouldn't do both of these. You would pick one. So now we can see our total bank increases were $7,000. Then we would enter all of our expenses here. So for January, we had office supplies of $120, software of $15, Facebook advertising of $250, YouTube advertising of $150, marketing $50, travel and meals $350, internet and phone $80, insurance $120, and accounting and taxes $500. So now we would be looking at our bank statement, so we would be able to check the total bank increases and the total decreases to the statement. Since we're just dealing with a list of our transactions here though, we're just going to check what the balance was on the last day of the month. So it was $7,732. $7,732. And now you can see there's zero difference between what's calculating on our sheet and what was on our bank statement. And so that's the point of the bank reconciliation. And now you can see how to do it here in our free worksheet. It just allows you to go through a business bank account and make sure you account for everything. Now you might have noticed there was two descriptions on top and bottom that we did not select. The first one under bank increases was if you put money in to the business, you would put that under owner contributions right here. Let's say you put $10,000 into the business. You would enter that there. Let's say that you accidentally deposited some money into the business. Okay, it was personal. You could put that here because we're going to need it to get out of here to balance. And you don't want to put it under income if it was a personal accident. Likewise, under bank decreases, whatever amounts you paid yourself and took out of your business, you would put here under owner draw. And let's say you had some personal spending or you paid a credit card or something like that. Those amounts could go here under the second option. Those are also not going to be expenses, but they're going to account for that money that was leaving the bank account. Another tip I have for you is as you're going through entering your numbers, if there's additional details about the transaction or the amount, you can right click and go to insert note. And you can put the extra details about the transaction here. And then it just shows as a little tiny tag on the cell. And that can be convenient just in case you ever needed to go back into your records and know what an amount was about. Now, when you use our complete accounting system, there are more details and more columns here to track the details about the transactions. But when you're kind of doing the quick method with our free worksheet, you can use that insert a note feature. Okay, so that's all for our bank reconciliation video. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you down in the description box below this video. In the next video in this training series, we're going over the end of year tax totals. So if you're doing your own taxes, I'll be covering how this worksheet works. If you're new here and you want to get the free business spreadsheet template, sign up using the link down in the description box below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.